everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sharon. So a while ago I did a video about common questions that you would be asked in UX interviews. And one of the questions that I mentioned that you could be asked was about how you as a designer keep up with current trends and just try your best to stay abreast with things that are going on within the UX community. So someone rightfully commented on that video and asked, how exactly do you stay up to date with trends within the UX community? So I figured I'd do a really short, sweet, to the point video about this. Now, of course, if this sounds like something that you are interested in, please do not forget to support me by liking, sharing, commenting, and of course subscribing to my channel. Now, without wasting any more time, let's get into today's video. UX design is a growing field and it's full of so many active and vibrant people constantly coming up with new things, experimenting with new ideas, and pushing all sorts of new projects. So staying in touch with things can actually be a little bit tricky because there's just so much going on. Now, when I talk about staying in touch with these trends, I don't just mean like visual design trends like skeuomorphism and neumorphism and all of those things. I also mean just in terms of new products and tools, new practices, processes, or generally just hearing other people's opinions and seeing how they approach problems or solve problems within their own setting as employees, freelancers, or in whatever situation that they may be. So here are some of my own personal ways that I try to keep up or stay up to date with UX trends. So the first one I did was to join UX groups and communities. Now, the issue with design communities is that some of them can be really active and then some of them can also be not so active. So you kind of have to skim through and find out which one works best for you. You can find some of these UX communities by searching, for example, on Facebook. You will find so many groups, private or public groups, where people gather and talk about UX design related things. Other amazing platforms where you can join these groups are like LinkedIn. I'm in a few myself, and they're more professional groups where people also share like conferences and stuff going on, and they can be really, really cool. You can also find some really helpful communities on Slack, such as Design Social Club. It's a really cool community. And as well, you can also find some on Reddit. Reddit communities I found to be very, very active, and people tend to actually respond to your questions and just actually give helpful feedback and advice. Second thing I did was to use Chrome extensions. Using technology to your advantage is one of the smartest things you can do as a UX designer. So I have these Chrome extensions that I use sometimes. Right now I'm currently using one called Panda, and I've set it up to show me design related news and content. I have included a link below so you can check it out. It's really cool. Another one I use is called Muesli. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. It is spelled M-U-Z.li, and it is amazing for seeing all sorts of awesome articles as well as design inspiration. You can also just bookmark some of your favorite websites and then just leave them at the top and visit websites like Behance or Dribbble regularly. That's more from like a visual design perspective, but for these other ones it gives you a more holistic approach. So you're seeing articles and you're seeing cool designs as well. Third thing is making use of a platform called Medium and following a bunch of UX related publications. Some of my favorites are UX Collective, Muesli again, Prototyper, and there's so many more. And a lot of these publications post some very helpful and relatable articles that really show you how other people are approaching design problems within their own communities. So the fourth thing that I did was use social media extensively. Now, whatever social media platform that you prefer, it could be Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter, or of course YouTube. Try to subscribe or follow a lot of UX designers. There's so many people doing amazing work, both the popular ones and the not so popular ones. Now, some of these people are sharing amazing tips, tricks, links, resources, or just sharing the things that they come up with on a daily basis. And some of it can be so cool and so interesting, how you learn some basic things just from one Instagram carousel or from one short 5-minute YouTube video. So be sure to fill up your social media accounts with some of these really cool influencers or just regular people that are doing a lot of things on social media regarding UX design. Lastly is attend meetups and conferences. There are actually a lot of free conferences that are going on, and all you have to do these days is just find a link and register, and you will be able to attend virtually. I had the honor of attending Config by Figma this year, and it was so full of so much amazing conversations and so many cool things that people are doing. And in that moment I felt so inspired and I learned so much. So I definitely would encourage you, try to attend some of these these meetups virtually at least, and then obviously when things get better as well as also attending them physically as well. So I really hope that today's video was helpful for everyone. Of course, do not forget to support me by liking, sharing, commenting, and of course subscribing to my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.